Hey there, comic fans. Comic book broadcaster back with another unboxing video. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's not an unboxing video. Yeah, this would be my third video on my channel, and this time I'm gonna do something a little different because when I first started this channel, a lot of friends of mine were asking, "Are you only going to do unboxing videos?" No. That's not my plan. When I started all this, what I wanted to do was to, well, share my love of comics, my love of collecting comic books over the years, and I guess to try and connect with other collectors out there, anyone who would have the same hobby as yours truly. So yeah, in the future it's going to be more than just unboxings. I will still have unboxing videos because I believe I've got three packages rather coming in very soon, and I hope to do something about that when they arrive. But for now, this is going to be a little different. In the third video right here on YouTube, it's going to be a little different because when I started, I didn't actually start out doing an introduction video. I didn't actually explain why I started all this, and I didn't explain who I am, and that's what I'm going to do today. So for this video, it's going to be a little bit of an introduction, and also I've got a question, and I hope that anyone who's watching, you can help me by providing me with a few answers. So first things first, I wanted to do this video a long time ago. In fact, I wanted it to be posted a few weeks ago, but as luck would have it, I ran into a lot of trouble. My laptop decided to no longer function. This was the reason why. Oh, I'm holding it upside down. Okay, this is why. This baby over here cost me a lot of money and a lot of trouble because for some strange reason, well, I guess not strange, it happens, and it's something that a lot of people told me, hey, it happens after 5 years. So thanks to the malfunctioning hard drive in my laptop, I wasn't able to do anything for a few weeks. Inside this hard drive is 5 to 6 years worth of work that went down the toilet. Yeah, I've got so much stuff in here. Recordings and so on and so forth, work files and so on, so I had to spend a lot of time in March trying to rebuild what I lost. That's why I was not able to post any new videos until now. What I wanted to do on this video is to kind of introduce myself. I started this video with the objective, the idea was to share my collection. You can see a few of the collections that I've got. If you look over here, I've got comics in plastic bags, which I have not bagged and boarded yet. I started collecting comic books way back. I mean, many years ago when I was still in school. I don't know how I got introduced to it, but I remember my first comic book was an issue of Fantastic Four, and I love that issue. Unfortunately, I can't find it anymore. I'm sure it's lost somewhere, either that or I threw it away. I hope I didn't throw it away. It was one of those issues that I remembered for a long time. As a matter of fact, if you would like to know more about that, you can go to my blog. It's the Cosmic Comic Book Broadcast.blogspot.com. That's the Cosmic Comic Book Broadcast.blogspot.com, and you can have a look at my blog, and then you can find out about my first few comic books. I remember it was Fantastic Four. It was that issue of Fantastic Four and an issue of Batman, but I can't remember which one. My memory is not too good. Back to the comics that I have here. Ever since I started reading comic, I guess you can call it a hobby, but some people didn't like the fact that I was reading comic books and collecting them. They couldn't understand. My parents didn't encourage me, but they didn't actually stop me from collecting either. I wouldn't call it a big collection. It's a collection of comics that I find hard to keep because at one point, after collecting for so many years, I actually stopped cold turkey. I decided that it was time for me to stop. That was a few years ago. But in 2012, I came back to collecting comics after a particularly scary health issue, and the doctors were telling me that you need something to distract from your condition and you need something to concentrate on apart from work, because obviously that's causing you stress. So I decided to go back to comic books and start collecting again. During that period when I was not reading comic books regularly, what I did was I bought things like trade paperbacks, because one of the reasons why I stopped collecting back in those days was because I couldn't afford it anymore. I just got married, we bought a house, and we had so many commitments. So I decided, yeah, it's time to stop. But as I said, I came back to it around 2012. I have a collection of trade paperbacks, which are really great. I think you can see there's a Batman 75th anniversary, 75 years of Batman Secret Wars trade paperback. I can't bring them all out because, yeah, some of them are still in cupboards. Recently, I bought a few more trade paperbacks like this one. This is the Captain America Castaway in Dimension Z trade paperback by John Romita Jr., written by Rick Remender. I've always been a fan of JR, and I thought, yeah, this is one of those trade paperbacks that I would buy. I even bought this, Jeff Smith's Bone. It's a collection of the Bone stories, Crown of Horns, this particular collection. I love this one. It was really nice. This is something that when I saw, I knew I had to have it. I think you can tell what this is by now. Man, if someone was looking at me like that, I'd be running the other way. The Incredible Hulk, he has seen the future, and it is murder. This is the trade paperback, the collection of Future Imperfect by Peter David and the very talented George Perez. Now, what's unique about this particular version of the trade paperback for Future Imperfect is that they also included The Incredible Hulk, The End. That story was also written by Peter David, drawn by Dale Keown. Stuff like this. I mean, trade paperbacks, they were the ones that kept me in touch with comics when I decided to give it up and not collect anymore. I'm really glad that I came back to collecting again. It's given me a reason to have a passion once again, to do something that I like, to read and to buy off of eBay and so on and so forth, which is why I started doing the video, which is why I started doing my blog as well. So that's a little introduction to me. I'm a collector, I'm a comic book reader. I just want to share what I have. Hopefully that I can get connected with other collectors out there, because you know, just collecting on your own, it's not so much fun unless you can connect with someone out there. And I guess YouTube and my blog as well is the best way to connect with people. Remember, visit my blog. It's www.thecosmiccomicbookbroadcast.blogspot.com. That's another commercial right here. Okay, with the introductions out of the way, here's a question I have for you, and I hope someone out there, you can help me out with this. What I'm about to show you is something I bought when I was still collecting. I can't remember whether I bought the individual issues as well, because I'm still going through my collection. I have not found it, but this was the time when Image Comics introduced an imprint called Cliffhanger. Remember that? And one of the titles was Danger Girl. Danger Girl had really great art by J. Scott Campbell. Story-wise, it's, you know, it was Image Comics, okay? Let's be honest about it. When I saw the trade paperback, I wanted it, I bought it. Here's the thing that's really worrying me about this particular trade paperback. I'm gonna bring the comic closer and see if you can look at this. Look at that. Do you see that? Those little spots there? It's all over. If you turn it around, oh gosh. Now look at this. I'm not too sure what this is exactly. It's some sort of stain. It's rather powdery to the touch. When I first saw this happening to this trade paperback, kind of panicked, and I took a little bit of water along with a Q-tip and I tried to get the stain off, but I couldn't do it. I thought I wouldn't want to try anything like alcohol swabs, because look at all this. It's just all over the book. I thought this was the only one that was affected, issue 1 of this trade paperback, the Dangerous Collection. But I also remember buying number 2 of the Dangerous Collection, the next trade paperback. Isn't she cute? And look at this. Look at that. Look at that. What is that? I also tried using the same trick, a little bit of water on a Q-tip, and I tried to wash. Oh, wow. It's just all over, especially where the book has a black covering or black cover. It just somehow, I'm not sure whether it's the weather conditions where I am or it's something wrong with the book itself, but water doesn't help, let me tell you that. And you can see 2 little creases here because the other day when I was unpacking this, it fell down, and yeah, I think it hurt me more than it hurt the comic. I'm not too sure why this is happening. These are the only 2 issues, or the only 2 trade paperback that were affected so far as I know, because I haven't unpacked all my comics yet. But it's really painful to see this. I mean, that's the only way for me to describe it. Look at that. You know, as a collector, I want everything to be pristine if possible. Of course, you can't have everything, you know, 9.9 or 10 or whatever in the grade. But the thing is, this is really distracting me, because whenever I want to read this comic, whenever I take it out, I don't know what this is. I really don't. It's, like I said, powdery to the touch. It's really distracting, even when I talk about it now. If anyone at all, if you know why this is happening, and if you have a remedy for this that doesn't include alcohol swabs or anything that's gonna do any damage to this comic, please let me know. You can leave me an answer on the comment section, or you can also email me. It's comicbookbroadcaster@gmail.com. That's comicbookbroadcaster@gmail.com. You can send me the answers. I mean, if you know what's causing all this, you let me know, please. So that's my sharing today for the 3rd video that I'm putting up on my channel? I just like to find out because I still like to be able to salvage and keep this comic. So that's about it for this edition. If you would like, you can leave me some comments. You can also subscribe. You can do that. Definitely subscribe to this channel or give me a like. And you can also visit me by going to my blog. It's www.thecosmiccomicbookbroadcast.blogspot.com. I'll be back with another video real soon. Leave me a comment, give me a like, or you can subscribe to my channel. This is the Comic Book Broadcaster saying I'll see you again next time. So, comic fans, thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time.